Can you move?
Well, here we go
Can you
again.
talk? Speak to me.
If what the
Follow me.
halfling said was
So
true,
used to,
no
picking
one
the
but
skip.
you made it to the island
The camp's
alive.
up here.
It may be worth following this rogue. For now.
For now.
Go ahead. Give it a few swings.
I don't want the great
Go ahead.
axe.
Give it a few swings.
I don't want the great axe.
As you take hold of the weapon, feeling its balance, you can't help but notice this Jeets has more he wants to say.
Selimus is at the grotto. Tell her to keep her
Selimus
knickers on.
is in the grotto. I shall show you the way.
I think she's in the grotto.
Here we are. Go inside and speak with Selimus.
Alrighty.
I'll wait here for G.
Is
Take
this
two.
Selimus, the cleric you were sent to
Kyber are
find?
you?
Okay, they don't share. Share a timer.
First, I shall surround us with a protection spell.
Her spell temporarily prevents you from dying, though you can still suffer injuries.
Mm-hmm.
This effect will wear off when you leave these caves.
Now, let's be about it.
Wears off when you leave the caves, but if you never leave the quest in theory,
A gate. There must be a way to open it. Try up that ladder.
You hear the shuffling
remain here,
and wheezing
fashioning
of some
Sawagan
creature
trying to sneak
coming
out.
from the corridor ahead.
Good job, but no time to dawdle.
The corroded lever at
We
the rear
come
of this
to assist
corridor
you.
most likely
Onward to
controls the
glory.
gate where the
Selimus
cleric,
isn't too hot to
Selimus,
me.
is
Thanks for
waiting.
putting in the good words.
one monster killed.
Don't you worry, Selimus. I'm here to watch your behind now.
The evil aura is oppressive. Sawagan are behind. Charge! What, it's empty?
Oi, where's the bloody Sawagan?
Look, the door closed behind us.
It would be logical to assume.
Ah.
There are more of them up there. Stay alert. The righteous smite you!
So you had to have been lucky enough to get it before they stopped selling it.
Sawagan wretches, are you scared of me? Come down and fight.
Ding. I haven't played that in 5e, so I don't know. No squirrels yet. I guess in theory I might be able to once in a while use the shrine.
Can't pick this. Anyone see a key?
Curious. I just stepped on something.
Good work.
Use the shrine once in a while and get spell points back in theory.
Time to
Hydrophobia
swim for
mean
the
anything to
surface.
you?
In theory you could get spell point things from the store probably. It'd be a pretty expensive grotto run at that point, though.
I'm weary. Let's take a moment to rest.
No, skip the shrine for now.
Crikey!
So if you are a rogue and you disable it, I think you get a trap bonus apparently, but if you have cheats do it and you don't get the trap bonus.
Ha! It was no match for yours truly. You can open the door now. Ha! It was no match for
You two
yours
having
truly.
fun?
You can open
It's
the door
time for
now.
us to go. The High Priestess should be up ahead.
Onslaught
The onus for much
bonus.
suffering rests squarely upon her slimy, webbed hand. There she is, performing some kind of profane blood magic.
I will open the door. Prepare yourself. Go.
That was a while ago now.
You boys look for it. According to our employer, there's a secret passage around here somewhere leading to Korthos.
Okay.
You boys look for it. I must cleanse the profane energies around the shrine.
End of the quest over there. Can't just end. Yeah, there are more monsters in here, you know. Gonna, you know, casually head back to the shrine, you know. Seems like a good spot to... There we go. Golden. So when I get the squirrel, I'm gonna swing at him and hope I hit him. Got no chill or anything to automatically kill them. I might not have the potential spell. There we go, squirrel! 21? Okay. Huh? Yeah. Is that visible over there? No, it is, but no. Should be. I guess that's fine. I didn't expect to get 2 squirrels that quick. This is probably one of the most kill runs of this place there is, you know. Somebody might have ran this at some point and got squirrels. Have they gotten Conquest? ddowiki needs updating. That's what we're here for. Echoes of Power, that's what I'm looking for. So these only... Oh, one of them costs 2 to cast. The other one costs 4. Guess I could use this now. Anybody know what the timer is on solo? Probably not a lot of solo quests with Rest Shrine. Like casual. Hold on, let me click that. 5 minutes? 5 minutes? Not bad. I can work with that. You can click on it. Right around the time I clicked on it. Thank you, Art. I went to click on it again. Yeah. Nice. Cool. Oof. It's really not the worst, you know. In theory, I guess, if you're just trying to test a kill bonus in a quest, you could go in on solo or casual and find a shrine and refresh your spell points every 5 minutes. What was it? Arc that was guessing 24. We'll know in 2 more sets of squirrels. Well, yeah. Depends if I kill them both in one swing or if I so I take them out individually. The kill counter should update on each one. How long do I have? 3 minutes. Irresistible dance. Come on now. Whatever, it gives my spell points a little time to recover there. Stoned. See, these are the very bad ones that you can normally cancel out of. You have a few points to work with. I'm just gonna spam the one that costs 2 for a little bit. My spell points are slowly recovering, but no. So yay, shield spell. Any other guesses at what point we're gonna get Conquest? My guess is gonna be 100. It could be less than that. Might not ever get a Conquest, you know. I mean, it is a good sign that we have an onslaught, you know. That gives me a little more hope, you know. The haberdasher, I never did get onslaught. 68. $50. I guess we'll find out. 1 minute. Doesn't actually tell me how many seconds, you know. It says 1 minute. They should know that, you know, single minute is not pluralized, so it shouldn't have an S at the end. Is that a bug? You know, it's a typo. Grammatical error. Put in another bug report about, I noticed while running the grotto, when I went to use the shrine again, it told me I needed to wait 1 minute. There we go. Yo, I'm resting while I'm standing up. What's up with that? Hex. don't know if I really even need, well, I guess if I just use one the whole time, I'd probably still have spell points at the end of the 5-minute timer. Last Eladrin life. You could make a Wild Mage arc and come in here and do the same thing I'm doing, you know? Doesn't that sound fun? Nope, no respawns in here. That would be convenient. I mean, technically I don't know if they respawn, but I'm like 99.9% sure that they don't respawn, because, you know, mobs don't respawn in other dungeons. I've never actually stayed in here long enough to 100% know. But I know it's been a while since my last set, but I did have 2 squirrels that spawned from my Wild Mage earlier. That's how I went from 19 to 21 kills. It's essentially what I'm trying to do right now, trying to get more squirrels, because they count as monsters when you kill them. It's gonna be a very lengthy potential grotto, you know. You don't even get favor from this particular quest. I feel like more people would probably not skip it if there was some kind of favor incentive, but plus, even if you do skip it, you can't get back to run it after, so it's the main reason I can't come back here later and do it at a higher level. Cold as ice. Low on spell points. Oh, you gotta wait 2 minutes. Okay. Wish I had an exact time on that. I think that'll help a little bit though, in regards to trying to get squirrels to spawn, but the fact that I'm able to get very bad surges instead of downgrading to bad surges means that I'll probably get squirrels less often in theory. I did kind of luck out and got 2 squirrels early on. Mana leak. Yeah, anybody who doesn't know, you actually get down really low on spell points, they kind of generate back to a max of 12. They kind of take pity on you when you're that low on spell points. You're not totally useless. So you look at the amount of XP you get for completing this, you may think that this is probably not worth your time to try to get the Conquest bonus, but somebody's gotta do it, you know. This info needs to be had. So to be truthful, if you're on a trapper and come in here, you get a 10% bonus from disabling the trap. So you get the same amount of XP on a trapper than you would in theory from a Conquest bonus, because you get an extra 10% from Conquest. Sadly, you can't do both. In order to disable the trap, you have to be on a trapping class. And Wild Mage is not that. And you can't call any hirelings in here to help you do it either, because it's a solo only. Oh. Try and use up the last of my spell points before I rest. Try and max that out, you know. Oh, she's sitting now, she's not standing up while resting. Gotta update back on my progress. That's what I'm doing now. I don't think so. They might give some kind of bonus to trapping, but since they don't have any trapping to begin with. I feel like that if that was a thing, there'd be more half elves in general. If you play full caster with the half elf be able to trap. Zippy. Action boost bonus to speed. I don't know what that action boost bonus is. By the time I actually pulled up my character sheet to try and find that, it'd be gone. Rooting for you. So fragile on the spell points. 40%? That's pretty nice. Did you know that offhand, or did you have to look it up? Lucky. 6 luck bonus to attack roll, saves, and ability scores. Ah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Two minutes. Yeah. Squirrels are on there. What I'm trying to get. It's a bad one. Not a very bad one though. Butterflies. See, if I had points to spend, I would be right there, which would actually help getting squirrels more often. Essentially, any very bad wild surge you'd have would be thrown into the bad table instead. Free beer. I don't think you can use those in here. I'm gonna grab those first. Wonder if you can use that in the wilderness area outside here. Normally it's like tavern only or something, but your mount is suppressed outside the quest here. It would be bad if I got that dancing one. As squirrels spawned. Yeah. I mean, repair is an option if you go Warforged, but yeah. Right. What? What? Kill myself. How do I kill this rat? You slash death in the ground. Does that work in here? It's like, where would you respawn? Outside the quest? I'm assuming. I don't think I've ever died in this quest. Force field. Yeah, yeah. I moused over it, but I was like, how do I kill my own character? I wouldn't count as a kill though. I would count as a death and take like the penalty for dying, but ooh. Well, I think I might know why I... No, I don't know why I stood up one time. I was trying to repeat the effect that time. Might be a while till I get my next set of squirrels. I had a feeling this one was going to take a while. I wonder if any of the devs actually have easy access to check this kind of thing and be like, guys, the ddowiki needs updating. Why don't any of you guys provide this information? Gives me something to do, you know. I can't remember if the quest completes when you leave the exit or... You look for the exit to Grotto's, but I don't know if you actually have to click it to end it. I kind of want the screen up. I think if I have the screen up when I exit. That should still be visible when I come out the other side, so to speak. I just have a feeling if I have to go to 100, this is gonna be a very long quest. The problem is, you know, Wednesday's maintenance could potentially, if I happen to still be in here 2 days later. I'm crazy about talking about being in a quest before the maintenance is for maintenance 2 days from now. Probably I probably could. I'd probably have to plug away after stream ended, but, you know. And then that would involve me recording a bunch of footage and then before I ever have it would, I probably, I guess I can clip it later. I probably should have clipped those first 2 squirrels that spawned like quite a while ago. I feel like this might be a quest that might have to shorten a fair bit, you know? Just to have essentially the squirrel spawns. Put some one eternity later screens or something. What they need in here, they need like a bank here where I can get like access to other things. Feeling really lucky. Plus 10 luck bonus to attack rolls, saves, and ability scores. I don't think that's gonna help me a lot right now. It's maybe a long grotto quest. Squirrels! Oh. Oh. That was some worry. See, they exist. It's the first time I gotten potted today. Second set of squirrels. Grotto. There we go. Meat clip. Okay. I was not ready for those squirrels. I thought they were gonna get away. Bear.
Texas, our Texas, all hail the mighty state.
Hey, Guppy. Do you see where I'm slumming it on? Yeah, I'm slumming it right now. Trying to get Conquest here, you know? I asked Voodoo earlier if he knew how many kills for Conquest in Grotto, and he didn't have any idea, you know. I thought I'd save myself some time and ask an expert. He didn't have an answer for me. It's a shame there was no Fridays at 4 this past week. I could have asked Cordo, you know, maybe Cordo would. No, I kind of doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. He said he hasn't done Cortho since like hardcore or something. Bought it. See, when you're in here on a lower difficulty, you can use the shrine every 5 minutes. Yeah, I could, but that would be very cost inefficient. See, this costs two spell points. It's just a matter of waiting on the timer. Or that. It's not even supporting the Cormyr economy. I can't buy stuff off the auction. Shard exchange, maybe. I don't have any. I don't have any shards here, but I could, in theory, buy stuff on the shard exchange, but actually no, I couldn't. I need to go to a mailbox, don't I? It would have to be DDO store. Even if I had shards, I wouldn't be able to retrieve them. Can't help, man. It wouldn't be the Cormyr economy, it would be the DDO economy. Squirrels! Oh, 25 still on slot. Mind me, I'm potentially doing a flip there. Third set of squirrels. Grotto. Well, I think it was Ark that was guessing 26. I guess we'll know in the next set of squirrels if your guess was right. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen that one. Electric Dam. I don't think I've ever seen that. What, the storm cloud will kill you on Reaper? I mean, the squirrels in theory can kill you on Reaper because killing mobs can spawn Reapers. See, I currently have two different squirrel themes, Guppy. Potentially have a third later on, you know. I've done more quests that aren't part of the original song that I did. Spin them both. Yeah, I haven't really looked into how to putting multiple songs on play. I'm assuming you can set a playlist somehow on OBS. I know I could set a player to probably play through audio, but audio joiner. Yeah, I know media source. I think my media source is just like one. I have to manually change tracks if I want to change it right now. Yeah. At some point, I'm gonna have a playlist when I do my gathering there next year. I need to get more custom songs made though for I'll have enough for, you know, 12-hour streams, you know. Granted, it's not the worst thing to have a songs repeat, I guess, but... Fireworks! Am I not at full health? I shrined. Something take... The fireworks damage me? Huh? General. Combat. I don't know. I don't see any damage in my combat log. Oh, gassy there. Butterflies. Rest in. I don't think you've made a guess yet, have you, Guppy? How many do you think Conquest will be? No Conquest is an answer, you know. If I get to 100 kills and there's no Conquest. I think I've only gotten 3 sets of squirrels so far. Only downside here is it would be nice to have more spells to rotate between. I tried to take 2 spells that were both 2 spell point cost, but they shared a cooldown. True sight, 10% dodge bypass. Someone tunes into the stream like an hour ago or something, be like, "What is this guy doing this quest 7 hours ago? Still in there?" I mean, it is a possibility, you know. It is very possible that I end up ending the stream and still not have Conquest. What about DDO audit? Is that like an average of how long people are in quests or something on there? Is that data on there? How an average completion time of quests? How do they gather that information? Three minutes. You don't want to know how long I was in Sorrow Dusk. I never did convert the amount of minutes to hours. Well, hate to say it. I'm afraid I'm just trying to get Conquest, you know? I mean, if you want to look at it that way, everybody who does like every optional in a quest could potentially be ruining the data. If you're just looking at, you know, completion times. Getting Conquest in here kind of is like an optional, you know. It's not really any different than the breakable bonus in Spies in the House, you know. Except that one takes a lot less time, but... Free beer! Da-da-da. Those are hard to come by, you know. They don't work here though. Like, look, it only gives you 100 of these components. How are you supposed to finish this quest with only 100 components? But if it's every couple seconds, how does it know someone's not Berman Shadow Crypt in that small window that it didn't check, that they went back into the same quest and they're running it again? So I feel like Shadow Crypt is the common one that gets farmed. Swimmingly. Can you even list the grotto? Wow. You must complete the grotto before posting LFM. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it'd be funny to list the grotto on the LFM and then see my time I've been in here. Amount of time the quest has been active. See if you have people messaging you or something, trying to give you advice on how to complete it or something. I mean, anybody know that was a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Because I never tried to open up a group in here before. Beer! See, if I knew for sure, I could have tried a bracelet of friends and tried pulling a high level to Shipwreck Shore. Even if you get the high level there, I don't know if they can pick up the quest to get in here. Apparently you can share it. Yo! Well, 27, we're still onslaught, so your guess was wrong, Ark. No Conquest yet. I think Home Sweet Sewer was like 36. Right. Without the trying to figure out, I guess the fourth set of squirrels. I'm making a bunch of clips. I'm gonna have to delete them later. Might save me a little time when I'm trying to do something with this video. So I don't think I'm gonna end up uploading the whole thing. I thought you'd be more excited, Guppy, that I'm playing on Cormier for a change. Actually, the only reason I'm really here is doesn't really matter what server I'm playing on. The character's level 1. I was actually tempted to go to one of the 32-bit servers, if it would let me in here. I know you can make new characters on the 32s. I just don't know if it lets you in the grotto. Shrinkage. So I'm going to make another character on Thrain and actually see. It says this quest is shareable. I guess in theory, high level could get in here if they could get to the quest entrance. Yes, I could be using spell pots. It probably would save a little bit of time, but the amount of time I go through spell points in here. I don't know. Suppose I could be posting that. I'm actually I haven't posted on the DDO Discord today. Grotto farm or Conquest? Question mark. Upside down question mark. Question mark. Is it possible? Yeah. Oh, thought I had some more squirrels there with that swimming effect. Blade forged. Blade forged. What? Don't they just essentially leave the Lords of Blades? That. If it's anything like the iconic area, don't the iconics start in the end there? Like, what? Oh, Blade Forge. Don't Blade Forge and Warforge start in the same area? Or am I misremembering? It's been a while since I did my Blade Forge lives. Okay. I feel like there's a problem there. Your first level would be Paladin, and I don't think there's probably a trainer inside that area to learn Wild Mage. You probably have to leave. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, will he train you with other things? Other than Paladin? So I think Minister will only train... Well... Now I'm not sure. Well, I'll see. I'll try to remember to take a look. Now I'm not sure. I know I normally skip the trainer in like Elminster because I think you have to go through extra dialogue in order to use them as a trainer. It's like on your airship when you start as level 4, level 7 or whatever. You gotta go through a bunch of options. You like started life as a... Yeah, I got a list. There's I got another Sorrow Dusk one. There's that quest in Delira's where you talk to her. There's another one. I got a list anyway. I don't think the last one in Renal is possible because apparently Reapers count as giants, which bring your kill count up. So I'm assuming squirrels would count as giants too. Which in itself, you know, should be a bug. Reapers and squirrels counting as giants. You can enter on Reaper, so you probably could, in theory, get Reaper XP. It would probably take you like a good amount of time. And if you went in on high Reaper, I'm saying the squirrels could probably spawn like a Doom Reaper or something. You could be in trouble. In theory, yes. Actually, I don't know if there's actually any XP in that quest. I don't know what that would mean for Reaper XP though. So I don't know if there's any base XP on that quest. I know you get like there's one of them you get favor for, but I don't know what your XP would be for doing it on Reaper. And again, you'd have to do that at level. And if you get Reapers at low spell points, you can't. That's some issues. Granted, you know, starter cakes, chibbers, viable options if you die. Yeah. They're a little busted, you know. Although isn't that one base like 5 though or something? So if you enter at 8, you're losing a little XP, you're going in a little over level. Granted, most people are over level when they enter that one to talk to the NPC. I think they had to specifically make an exception to that quest for people who could enter it on hardcore. You know the last hardcore event where you it's like after 5 minutes or so. Can't remember. It's like 5 minutes, or is it like after? First Baudry quest, when the things would spawn, they couldn't hurt you. I don't know if you could get something like that to spawn in the Delira's quest. Resting. 27. Yeah, I think Home Sweet Server was 36 for Conquest. I mean, I guess it's a good sign that Onslaught's 27. I mean, sorry. Onslaught was like 19 or 18 or lower number anyway, but it's a good sign that we have an Onslaught bonus. That probably means that Conquest is at eventually 100 or less. Haberdasher, I never did get Onslaught. So we're already doing better than I was in Haberdasher. But I guess I kind of knew going in this one had an Onslaught. Haberdasher did not have an onslaught listed. Slow. Okay. I wouldn't mind seeing some past life that increases your range of spell point recovery from like 12, you know, by like an additional like 3 per past life or something. Bring it up to like 21. And you apply the same logic to epics. I think epics you can go up to 30, I think. I can't view my epic tree right now. The echoes of power. So I would say it's not worth your time to get Conquest in here, but I'm still curious, you know, how many it's gonna take. Squirrel! 29. Still no Conquest. Is that 5th set of squirrels? Little bit of delay there. I'm actually flipping these squirrel spawns as they happen now, for I can actually go back and essentially I'll probably put all my video up to my first set of squirrel spawns, and after that I might just clip all the squirrel spawns. Otherwise this video is gonna be way too long. I mean, I could always download the whole thing just to keep it, but I feel like most people don't want to watch a 14 or however many hours this will be. Well, I could get lucky, you know, get to like 35 or 36 and get Conquest. I could get unlucky and still be at here at 100. Oh, till 100. I feel like if we get above 36, that's probably going to take 100. It's my personal opinion, but, you know, could be wrong. I could get it, you know, sometime before then. That's just based on Home Sweet Sewer being 36. Rest in. Let me check my home sweet sewer data. Home sweet sewer. Data. Oh. Yeah, Onslaught was 8 in Home Sweet Sewer, and Conquest was 36. So it was a fairly substantial gap from Onslaught to Conquest in that one. So I guess it could, in theory, be before 100 still, and be more than 36, but... Touch of Chaos. Defensive spells do an extra 1d6 chaos damage. Yeah, I got a nice Lamordia heroic heavy crossbow that I'm using on my Inquisitive. Use it till 20, and then I switch to my Epic Storm. I think Waishikai was using that Lamordia weapon all the way to like 30. Kind of crazy. And I do have my Epic Storm fully filigreed out now. All like what, 10 slots or something. Don't have a max level for my weapon for my guy yet though. Well, I kind of do, but I'm actually waiting to make an undying one at some point. I don't run that raid often enough to have a whole lot of barrier fragments. Why run the raid, right, when you could run this quest and find out Conquest bonus, right? It's for science. Give me some spell points. There we go. Pumpkinhead. It's a little past the season, but sure. Getting closer to, you know, Snowman Head or something. I think there was talk on one of the Fridays before that they want to change up some of the Wild Mage things at some point. Hopefully they don't get rid of, you know, mob spawns. That would be unfortunate. The party. Need like an add-on or something that tells me how long I have till I can use that without having to click it. Maybe the strategy test some of these quests going on like casual. At least if you plan on testing it closer to that level. Progress is being made though. I've gotten what, five spawns of squirrels. That's 10 extra kills than normal for ending this quest. Golden. It's a lot of PRR. Sorry, I just had to write something in Bracker's channel. Just trying to think of pets in DDO. I don't think you can set them to be aggressive. I was thinking if you had a pet class, you could probably have them kill the squirrel for you, but I don't think. Maybe there is a maybe. Here in Epics, I feel like there's two options that help you out for squirrel farming. It's either Evergreen from Primal, which requires the stance, or have Chill Aura on, which automatically kills the squirrels. Although, if you have an alt account or somebody else with you, you can just have them have Chill Aura on and essentially stand where you are, and it'll kill the squirrels for you, and then you can have Evergreen active. So I don't think there's any epic quests offhand that you would benefit from having doing the squirrel thing from. You might be able to enter the Delirious one, the one where you just talk to her in epics at, you know, high level, I guess. Potentially. Do it essentially at level and potentially risk getting a Reaper. From your squirrel spawns. Let me rest. Feel like we need more rest shrines in the grotto. I feel like it's not practical to go for conquest here. Honestly, I could say that probably about most of these quests that I've been testing in. I guess the most beneficial use of squirrels is potentially getting your Reaper bonus and Haberdasher. There's normally 9 monsters in there. If you get a set of squirrels, you know, bring it up to 10/11. As long as you kill one of them. Yeah, I did haul the mark and got Conquest in there. Did Miller's stat, put Conquest in there. In the first Sorrow desk. Conquest in there, although that one. Very, very high completion time. So I had to go to 100 kills, and I believe Lancelot was relatively low. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Benefit from having more spells, but you know, I don't have any more slot in. Plus, I'd run out of spell points before I can use the shrine again anyway. So if there was more shrines, then I could keep moving back and forth between them. Echoes of power. There's my zippy. 30% or 40, whatever our kid mentioned. Really bad luck. Remove curse removes this effect. Well, don't have access to that spell. I guess you could get, you know, curse pots from the DDO sword. You know what I'd rather have in here if I was to get a theoretical item that I don't think exists? Some kind of item that lasts X amount of time that has like spell point recovery. Like a spell point recovery over time. I feel like that would be more beneficial. Essentially like a bard buff, but you know. So spell point. Most of them spell point pots would probably overfill my little 230 spell points. Yeah, I mean, is there a necklace on the DDO store that gives SP? So I can't actually send this character any items. If you... No, even then, Ark, all your inventory when you TR goes to your TR cache. Yeah. essentially, if you can't get it from the DDO store, I don't think I can do anything with it. Unless you can theoretically get Bracelet of Friends out, and then I don't know what happens if you slash death if you come back to the shore or your save spot gets reset. I have no idea. This is all theoretical talk here. In order to test if I can bracelet the friends somebody here, I would have had to buy the bracelet and then try to pull them here. I didn't want to buy it if I couldn't use it, you know. Put in a support ticket and be like, hey guys, I want to buy your bracelet of friends, but I need to know if it works in Shipwreck Shore. Yo! Squirrel! I was looking up, I kind of heard like a, sounded like a change in music or something that kind of triggered my reaction there. $31, still going. Mind me, it's like back and flip. Oh, rest in. Squirrel number 6, I think. Let's see the squirrels. $31. It's like 3 more sets of squirrels and I'll know if we need more than home sweet sewer needed. Yo. Question I want to know about the hardcore event here. They made it sound like they're making it hard to get for you to get essentially farm out items for your hardcore character. To equip stuff that you didn't get on that character. I wonder how that works for like augments and whatnot. Have like account-wide ones that you could potentially send over. Like unconscious range. Feel like if I do the everything new and flagged is new, what? Does that mean you wouldn't be able to pull out anything from the bank, or how does that work? Like if you equip an augment that you didn't earn on that character. So you can't borrow like your augment bag from your other characters and you know, get augments that way. Ah. I feel like a Lamortia weapon would be a good thing to craft in some hardcore version. Um, um, wouldn't they all have to be hardcore characters to farm it, in theory? No. I don't know. Oh. Okay, so anything that you've had for years you can't use has to be gathered during the event. I guess I'm just I suppose, yeah. What what happens if you have a bunch of ingredients to turn in for augments from... Yep! Back! Here! Squirrel! Yo! Squirrel! Onslaught. I tell ya. Uh-huh. What happens if you have like a ingredients or whatnot that you can trade in for augments from certain vendors? If you have a bunch of those on a character, I suppose the character has to the characters that are farming the items for winter would have to be new characters too, right? So you couldn't rely on that either, probably. And a squirrel. That squirrel 6 or something. 7. Squirrel number 7, I think. Escape B squirrel. There we go. That was actually a better clip up. I might actually save that one. Yeah. Okay, then. Like, what happened? There's. I could be wrong, but you know, ingredient bag stuff. You can trade them into vendors for like random augments and whatnot. If you wait to trade them in until the event's underway, with those items that they give you count as flag for new. That makes sense. Or like if you wait to craft a new Lemordia weapon until the event is going on. Or how would it distinguish which ingredients came from new ingredients or old ingredients? Are the what happens if you use two different ingredients, like two new ingredients and two old ingredients? Like, are they gonna be stacked in different stacks in your bags? Like, are they gonna take more inventory space? Like, I don't get it. Is it gonna are they gonna be different? Like, I don't know. Like, logically speaking, your ingredients are gonna stack together, right? Welcome in, Raider. Welcome in, everyone. Okay. Cool. In case you don't know, I'm doing a very long Grotto run right now. Trying to get Conquest in here. How's everyone's Monday going? Okay. Oh, I lost my link to my video. I could probably find it, but I'll look after. My last set of squirrels, I had a nice chase for. They didn't get away, but I thought that one of them might. Nice, nice. He needs help sometime, you know. I think ads might be playing, but at least that's what it's telling me, but I don't know. Unicorn! So you carried Guppy through some content, did you? It's like he needs some help sometimes, you know. Thanks for stopping in. If you check back later, it's very possible that I might still be here in the same quest. I'm starting to have a feeling that it might be 100 kills. Which means I will get there eventually, but... 3 minutes. Huh. Apparently there's a new emote available for... Oh, I thought that was squirrels for a second. You download and share clips from now till December 2nd or something. Alright, send my squirrel clip to YouTube. Hmm. I got distracted there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the clip that I clipped to the last squirrel that I got here. What is this misadventure? What? I'm not sure. I don't play a lot of melee. Did I miss something here? Mm. No, apparently not. I thought maybe I missed some squirrel kills like at 33, and for some reason I thought I was should have been at 31, but I guess the ones that tried to escape got me at 33. Sir, squirrels! Come back here. 35. Turn. Alright, that would have been awkward to get another set of squirrels when I'm trying to do another clip here. Number 8. Alright. Really? Yo, no, 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 no. Oh, you're kidding me, right? Oh. Sir. Stuck spot in Grotto. It's unfortunate. Nope. Squirrel got away, man. Is that 9? Oh dear. Should probably maybe start doing this ahead of the shrine. Well, looks like somebody has an answer to your question there, Eric. mean, I guess it might depend on if you have power attack. I don't know what. I'm not. I mean, power attack only need like base attack -1. Not sure offhand, but. So yeah, I kind of switched up ahead of the shrines for the squirrels. Try to avoid that stuck spot. If I get stuck again, I'm gonna be stuck there for an hour. Yeah, Lysica and I don't really do much at Cap. I usually take precision, but then again, I'm playing Inquisitive. Precision and...
Stop looking at it.
I'm not.
Stop looking at it, Bubbles.
Julian, I was just reading where it says Vancouver.
Just reading where it says Vancouver. Hey, Guppy. I had a runaway squirrel so far. I got into a stuck spot and I couldn't get it. Maybe, maybe. I mean, it might have ran into the water here, you know. It disappeared. Maybe it drowned. See, the good thing about being in here is every 5 minutes I can use the rush shrine.
Most people would have FOMO, fear of missing out.
Phobia, fear of being included.
Yeah, that squirrel had the fear of being included. It took off like crazy. How's it going, Havoc? Do you not recognize this quest there, Havoc? I know you probably don't run it that often. I mean, the quest name is visible in the top right corner there. Trying to get Conquest here, you know? I take it you just tuned in, Havoc. Wow. I mean, every character who's done Korthos has done this quest at least once, Havoc. Yeah, the first one. Yeah. Look at this buff. Protection from death. You are warded against death. Should you fall incapacitated, this spell will heal you and return you to consciousness. There's I think like 19 or so kills that you can get in here normally. I'm up to 36. I'm trying to find something here. I heard that. Where? Sorry, I was looking for something for you. That was the last squirrel that I summoned. I only got one of that set. The other one got away. That's why I'm doing this in front of the shrine now. I use the unstuck thing there, and I can only use that once per hour. I'm not saying, you know, I won't be in here again in an hour, because realistically I'll probably be in here more than that, but I don't want to get stuck again, and oddly enough I can still cast spells there, but killing the squirrel while immobile might be an issue. Just trying to find... I think I might have found it, maybe. Yeah, that's social media thing. Ten Skull Reapers? I don't know. We were discussing earlier, you could probably get Reapers in Delira's and a Delira's quest where you just talk to her. If you try to do this and there on Reaper, you could probably potentially get Reapers to spawn from the squirrels. You might have some issues trying to kill those, especially if you're low on spell points. Two minutes. Yeah, not right now, man. I gotta get Conquest in here. This could be the rest of the stream, you know. I could be at this tomorrow. I could finish it overnight, you know. You know, just stay AFK in the quest for a whole day and all. This is not on my main account, so Theoretically, if I need to play with Waisakai tomorrow evening, this character could still be in here. Although Wednesday maintenance could be an issue if I don't have 100 kills by then. But I think, you know, I should be good before Wednesday's maintenance. That's crazy thinking about being in a quest that long. Butterflies. Yeah, look for something I clipped on another stream. Oh. Wow. Can't cast spells. It's gonna be the worst one for me. I mean, I level neutral pandas. I don't know if you know this. I stay in a starting zone and level max level all the time. Squirrel! Look at that, huh? Huh? Every time a bunch of squirrels spawn, I gotta go back and clip it. I'm gonna put all these clips together later, because the bulk of this video is probably just gonna be having where the squirrels spawn. Just easier that way. It's unfortunate when if I end stream and keep doing it, because then I'll have to manually go through the video, and it's harder to do. Although I could probably upload it and manually do it that way. We'll see. I don't know. It could be. It could be. We're at 38 right now, and we're not there yet. The Sorrow Dust quest was 100. And I want to say Onslaught was like 16 or something. It was a fairly low number, and Conquest was 100. Haberdasher stayed at Aggression and never got to Onslaught, so I mean it's a good sign that we have Onslaught, and whether or not they flagged this quest to, get Conquest at 100 or not. If they didn't, I get to put in another bug report about the Grotto not giving Conquest, They'll just be like, oh, that neutral guy's at it again. This guy probably could have done like 1 to 15 in the amount of time it took him to get Conquest in this quest. Well, probably not, but you get what I'm saying. Squeak his name, yeah. You know, the time it takes me to rest, I could cast a few spells. It's like... Oh, look, it's a guppy. Here's a freebie for you, guppy.
Soon may the cavemen come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full.
Squirrels! That's 40. That timing. I played that clip and then the squirrels came shortly after. Well, we're at 40. Still going. Well, Guppy, if I take a short break at some point, you know, you'll hear one of the squirrel songs anyway. Just gotta time my break, you know. What's ideal is to wait till time it with the rest shrine. You have X amount of time where I gotta wait to shrine. So that's 2 minutes. That's not much. But yeah. If it wasn't for that echo thing, I'd be in big trouble in here trying to get squirrels. The fact that you recover spell points is what kind of makes this possible without buying a bunch of spell pots. You play it on lower difficulty, they have a timer on them. You play it on solo or casual, it's 5 minutes. I believe it normal might be like 15 minutes or something. I don't know about hard. I believe Elite and Reaper are single use. There you go, normal hard is 15. Yeah, I think Elite and Reaper are all single use. So I guess my guess was kind of right, I just wasn't sure the hard was included. Theoretically, I don't need, you know, the shrine to reset, but it definitely helps speed it up a little bit. Theoretically, you can just spam one spell the whole time, and it does help though. I might actually test some of these on normal or casual, just to take advantage of the shrine. Yeah. If you're testing squirrels like me, I guess normal's a pretty good thing to run. Unless you're running something like Sorrow Dusk and want to max out your favor while you're doing it, and you're kind of stuck with Lead or Reaper. So if you're over level, you can't do Reaper. I'm starting to think it's gonna take 100. So it could be bugged and get to 100 and nothing, but. Well, so go to the break screen.
Gather round, ye dungeon delvers, lend me both your ears. I'll sing of one whose tactics brought the gods themselves to tears. No lich nor dragon stopped him, no trap could bring him low, for he summoned furry armies where the acorns grow. Raise your mugs and squeak his name, the squirrel summoner earns his fame. From harbor docks to giant old halls, his furry host obeys his calls. For conquest, XP, and glory sweet, he slays the mobs and squirrels complete. While others hunt for treasure chests or relics lost in time, he's counting kills in Corthos still, and never patient grind. He conjures woodland legions small, a chittering brigade, and swings his sword while shouting, for the bonus must be made. Raise your mugs and squeak his name, the squirrel summoner earns his fame. The harbor guards all hide in fear when acorn thunder draws near. For conquest, XP, and glory sweet, he slays the mobs and squirrels complete. A ranger laughed, a rogue made jest, a wizard called it sin. But when the board showed conquest, he simply grinned again. His kill count rose to legend's height, though none could quite recall. Was it kobolds, cultists, rats, or squirrels most of all? So raise your mugs, you heroes bold, to glory born hot and squirrels cold. For none can match his counting skill or patience for that endless kill. He'll farm till dawn through lag and fear. The squirrel summoner reigns this year. Another quest, he whispers low. More squirrels yet to Gather round, ye dungeon delvers, lend me both your ears. I'll sing of one whose tactics brought the gods themselves to tears. No lich nor dragon stopped him, no trap could bring him low, for he summoned furry armies where the acorns grow. Raise your mugs and squeak his name. The squirrel summoner earns his fame. From harbor docks to giant old halls, his furry host obeys his calls. For conquest, XP, and glory sweet, he slays the mobs and squirrels complete. While others hunt for treasure chests or relics lost in time, he's counting kills in Corthor still, and never patient grind. He conjures woodland legions small, a chittering brigade, and swings his sword while shouting, for the bonus must be made. Raise your mugs and squeak his name. The squirrel summoner earns his fame. The harbor guards all hide in fear when acorn thunder draws near. For conquest, XP, and glory sweet, he slays the mobs and squirrels complete. A ranger laughed, a rogue made jest, a wizard called it sin. But when...
Alrighty. So... I'm gonna continue here for a bit. I'm actually got food here with me. Sandwich. Just went and got some bread today, man. See, I'm a pretty picky eater. Yeah, like, yo. I had to put down my sandwich, man. Nope. No onions. Haste likes onions though, you know. So I'm guessing those 16 misadventure probably killed by the NPCs. My guess. Now, refill my drink and I think I'm probably ready to turn the can back on, you know. Alrighty. You know, I feel like more people would probably run this if they opened up normal, hard, and elite, and reaper. Although I guess, you know, the upper difficulties would be hard well, I guess you'd essentially have to do it by yourself because, you know, well, if you had multiple people who reincarnated and you invited them, maybe. If you each clicked on the door on your own instance. Dance party! Yo, squirrel! Get back here. 44. Still onslaught. Guidar's boots. Yeah, sometimes they try to run, you know. I mean, you can easily get some things on them just from reincarnating, you know. Slimes and Reapers. Yeah, I haven't done much of the regular craft in the game. I've leveled it up some, granted, but I don't really know a whole lot about it. Yeah. I don't know what my main crafting's at. Yo. 46 squirrels. Didn't really have to move. You gotta wait for the a little bit of the delay, and then I can clip the squirrels that I killed. I'm making clips of all these, and I'm just gonna put them all together later. It's gonna shorten the video significantly. What was that, number 12? Where's my calculator? Okay. Uh, 46 minus 19. Okay, divided by 2. That's... It's gotta be 14, is it? Mm-hmm. Okay. I know there used to be a legendary green steel site. I don't know if it's still around.
Or if there's a new one floating around. No Conquest yet. Yeah, there's a Sorrow Dusk one where I had to go to 100 kills. Dancing. Sounds a little busted. I know the augments that you can get at level 4 are typically pretty low. Granted, I normally use snow peaks on my weapons, even on higher level ones. Nah. I think Glycikai had found out something recently that he didn't realize or something about 2 augments on a low level weapon, or I'm not sure exactly what he was talking about, but or keeping some effect, or I don't know. I'm starting to think it's gonna be 100 kills. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I had a feeling when I started this one it was gonna be a long one. It's not disappointing. Squirrels! No, 48. Personal bad weather. Yo! It's probably how I got that damage on me earlier. Now that I look at it, you know. Room clearing explosion. Shield! I don't think I've gotten shield from Wild Surge for quite a while. Oh, I could have just not noticed it, I suppose, but... You gotta find them, you can't craft stuff like that. Well. I haven't found one with 2. What about one with 3, you know? Why stop at 2? Go for 3 or 4. Find like a, you know, a 13, but not a 13. Okay. Well, I guess that, you know, is a no-go. You'd think they'd make it closer to, you know, being the same power, but I guess newer stuff in general is probably gonna outshine some of the older stuff. I mean, can't you put Reaper on crafted stuff? I know I've had legendary green steel that the I put it into the thing to put Reaper on it, and it would have let me, but I didn't actually do it. But yeah, the mythic thing's a good. They don't allow us to put mythic on gear, you know. It's kind of weird. Why can't we crunch mythic items? Ah, okay. Yeah, we should be able to crunch mythic items, you know, mythic items with like mythic 1, mythic 3, or what, mythic 4, or whatnot. Get mythic shards. Yeah. I guess it gets kind of awkward if you have a mythic item with Reaper on it. Usually, I guess if you have a mythic item with Reaper on it, you might want to keep it depending on what the item is. Squirrels! 50. Mm-hmm. Dun. Mm-hmm. Oof. Mm-hmm. Zippy. Meow. That's like having a quiver on. That's 30%. Bear. No, for a quest that doesn't have any of this stuff available. I've gotten 13 so far. The packs. Rats. It's my second time getting that one. Must be a very bad wall surge because I didn't see that when I had the thing turned to do only bad on very bad. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we are what, 30? There's 19 kills, I think. There was in here. Ish. Ish. Question mark. Grotto. Okay, Onslaught's 16, but I think I had like 19 or so kills where I started squirreling. Although, I might have actually had 2 squirrels before I finished the quest. I feel like that might have been the case. I think I should just start naming these clips by what kill I'm on. It'd be easier for me to keep track of. Shield. Oh, I got shield just as I'm shining, and I'll be getting rid of it. No, can't cast. What a guy, that Wasukai. How's it going, Wasukai? Up to 50 kills in here. I'm appropriately slumming it here on Cormier. The good thing, yeah, I'm playing on this character's on Cormier. I figured it didn't matter what server this character's on, you know. It's a level 1 character. Da, da, da. I don't know, I'm just quoting Tavern Tales, you know, he's talking about slumming it on Cormier. I'm not gonna let that one go. Got a new thing. What's the new thing? Yeah, there was a time that... Okay. Look forward to it. Yeah, Tavern was talking about the new hardcore event that's coming. And he just made a reference that you won't have to slum it on Cormier to take part in it. Because you can play it on any server, right? See, the good thing about, you know, solo and casual difficulty is you can you reuse the shrine every 5 minutes. So even though my spell points get obnoxiously low here, I can Essentially refresh them every 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, I seen you writing in your channel the other day. I think I wrote something after that. I wasn't sure if you would see it or not. I found a stuck spot in here. I think I might have sent you that clip. Yeah, I did. It's like right over here. It looks like there's enough space for you to jump through there, but you know, apparently not. Wasikai? A Wasikai guy? See how many we can get to before I end tonight, you know? I'm willing to go a number of more hours than this. I don't think I'm gonna get to 100 before I end tonight, though. I'm gonna ask Tavern. Tavern, can you save me some time, please? There you go. How much Conquest? How much to Conquest? The Grotto. Sunday Knowledge Academy. Fella. There you go. Feeling really lucky. So the downside here is not being able to get rid of the very bad surges. Shrinkage. It's like I'm a gnome or a halfling now. Yeah, probably. I probably could have, yeah. Yay, I got struck by lightning. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that would be... That probably would have been a way to get some points, yeah. That's a very bad surge. Apparently it can kill you in Reaper. I don't know where. Was it Ark that said that or somebody else? Might have been Aliqueen. I don't know. Yeah, Aliqueen. Aliqueen said that. I don't think I had seen it either. I think most people probably talent in enough to get that. I guess in theory, if you were prepared, you could probably get up to 4 points before even entering here. Because it's only like right here. So you'd need 3 points. You need to put one here and then you could grab that there. 3 points. Oh yeah, this is the packs. I think he was talking about the lightning surge that happened.
That's right. It's the way she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes it doesn't. She didn't go. It's the way she goes.
Yeah, that's the way she goes, yeah. Oh, now I'm stoned. Hey, I'm stoned. Hey, gotta use up as many of those as I can before I shrine, right? You know? Yo, cold as ice. I want to change the scenery for a little bit. What's legal there? Oh, stoned. Yeah, I get it. Wow. First I thought you meant like the packs or whatever, like doing some kind of weird biological terror thing, but like not illegal. Yeah, that kind of thing, yeah. Yeah. Trevor Sight, I'm guessing that was. I think it'd be funny if he got the mana leak and the other one at the same time. One that makes it spells cost more, and the one that makes them cost less. I actually don't think the 10% does anything when the spells are 2 and 4. I don't think they actually cost any less or any more. So I think it's like 10%, and 10% of like 2 is not enough to cost more. But yeah, if it costs 10, it would cost 11, right? Oof. Where's my squirrels? The squirrels have phobia, you know? They don't want to show. They need trainers outside this quest for I could make a character that, you know, stays here, you know. I have neutrals that stay in the starting zone. You could have a character that stays, you know, in the grotto. Not much of a starting zone though, I admit. Resting. So anyone curious, you know, this is the quest that I'm currently in. Notice the lack of Conquest bonus listed, you know. Stoned. It's okay, Guppy, it's legal. It was doing good for squirrels for a while now. They're having phobia again. Echoes. Three minutes. Saying it's a shame that none of these curses can give you mummy rot. Such a shame. Feeling blue. I did notice something there. Apparently you can share this quest. So, I guess in theory, if you can get a high level here, they could actually enter the quest. Anybody? Question about Dragon Lord? It's worth 3 feats for a +3 DC to spells. Would it be worth 1 feat for a Dragon Lord to get skill focus intimidate for the +3 to intimidate if going Ravager for the insta kill? Question from Ark. I mean, to me personally, if intimidate's being used for an insta kill, it would depend on how often you could use it and how effective it is. I don't want a spellcaster that. I think your DCs would be more effective if you essentially had more insta kills to take advantage of it. Granted, I guess DCs also affect whether somebody takes like half damage from saves and whatnot. Mm-hmm. 50% bonus. Huh? Oh, I probably went away before I see, these still cost 2 and 4 despite 10% reduction. Eh, 30 seconds not bad. Is long enough, I guess, but AoE though, yeah, might be worth it. Mm-hmm. It's like, why doesn't anybody know the answer to this question about the Conquest bonus in here? Like, it's like I asked Voodoo when he was live earlier, he didn't know. Asked Tavern Tales, he didn't. I guess I didn't ask Brackart, but you know, I didn't want to bug him with that question. Squirrels! You see that? 52. We're done, folks. We're done.
My rogue senses are tingling. There's something fishy in this
You
room.
feel a
Try
stiff
searching
draft
around.
from somewhere in this room. Perhaps the hidden passage to the village is in here.
My rogue senses are tingling. There's something fishy in this room.
Something fishy?
Try searching around. Brilliant. Tidy lashes and tidies
I
up the
started to
bathroom.
doubt that I'd get this done.
We're almost done here. The way out is up ahead. But
You
first,
remember
I want
to talk to her?
reward you for your assistance. Please come speak with me.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. 226 minutes, 9 seconds. I'm gonna have to clip the end of this because that last section's a little too long. Make a highlight or something, I don't know. I think if I recall out, it'll take me to the other... back to the grotto side. I'm gonna try it. There we go. There we go. Aww. Welcome in, Brackart Raiders. You see that, Brack? I still have it up on my screen. I got it.
Huh?
$226 minutes, 9 seconds. I don't have to report it as a bug now. Aren't you happy?
Let's go.
Divided by 60. That's 3.76 hours. Okay. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I've been streaming over 5 hours, man. You could have been getting channel points this whole time, you know. But luckily for you, Guppy's a nice fella. Dun, dun. So, home. No. Miller's dead. I gotta update the wiki now, you know.
Stop looking at it.
I'm not.
Stop looking at it, Bubbles.
Julian, I was just reading where it says Vancouver.
Just reading where it says Vancouver. Look, noob. I'm done. It says Conquest bonus. Yeah, it only took what, 3.76 hours or something. Not worth the time to do it, but you know, it had to be done, you know. I am I'll be keeping the video, and I got all the squirrel kills, and I'm gonna put all that into the video as well. At the start of the video, I'm gonna put in all the squirrel kills, and then I'm gonna put the end of the video in. But I do have the screenshot too. Yeah, that's like 3.76 hours or something. Take that number and divide it by 60, essentially. Edit. Yeah, I'm just updating the wiki page for the Grotto right now. It was missing the information for Conquest. I mean, apparently nobody thought to, you know, try for it. I don't know why.
Yeah. Show preview. I got a few different options. I don't know if I should start any of them tonight, but I could probably do some stealth runs or something, but 0.3. Yeah, you're crazy. You figured out you took that number and divided it by the XP or whatnot. It would. Then save changes. There we go. Dang, dang. Where's the yeah, that's fine. You can abandon that and theoretically run it again, I think. Yes, I don't want to go through that cave again. No thanks. Okay. So you could have a character here, and you could rerun it, you know. Beat that time. I think I could, honestly, noob. Every XP you get. See, look at this daily dice. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Huh? Once you get to 3 points, you can get this here, which would make the very bad surges into bad surges, which would mean more possibility to get your squirrels. So yeah, that would help a lot.